Good day, and welcome to our physical education online class. Together, we will explore knowledge and skills that will help you and your family develop a lifelong habit of physical fitness and wellness. For this session, we'll talk about health-related fitness. The learning competencies are undertakes physical activity and physical fitness assessments, conducts physical activity and physical fitness assessments of family, school, and peers, prepares a physical activity program. Before we start, let's answer your Part Q form, or Physical Activity Readiness Questionnaire. Let's have some recap. When you were in grade 7, you have learned about keeping your body strong and healthy, and this made you realize that having a strong body needs a lot of discipline. Doing a regular physical activity will somehow help you attain this. Direction. Arrange the jumbled letters to identify the right word to complete the sentences below. Are you ready? Number 1. It is defined as a condition in which an individual has enough energy to avoid fatigue and enjoy life. Number 2. It is the ability of our body to respond to the many demands of life with extra energy for leisure and recreational activities. Number 3. What are the two components of physical fitness? Good job! You have completed your review session. Let's move on to our topic for today. Physical fitness is the ability of our body to respond to the many demands of life with extra energy for leisure and recreational activities. The components of physical fitness are skill-related fitness and health-related fitness. Skill-related fitness enhances one's performance in athletic or sports events. It is composed of agility, balance, power, speed, coordination, and reaction time. Health-related fitness, on the other hand, is the ability to become and stay physically healthy. Now, let's talk about the components of health-related fitness. The first component is the body composition. It is the ratio of the body fat to lean body mass, including water, bones, muscles, and connective tissues. The next is flexibility. This refers to the ability of the joints to move through a full range of motion. Next is muscular strength. Refers to the muscle's ability to generate force against physical objects. The next one is the muscular endurance. Refers to the ability to perform a specific muscular action for a prolonged period of time. Now we have cardiovascular endurance. It is the ability of the heart, lungs, and blood vessels to deliver oxygen to working muscles and tissues, as well as the ability to those muscles and tissues to utilize oxygen. What is physical fitness test? Physical fitness test is also known as a fitness assessment, is comprised of a series of exercises that help evaluate your overall health and physical status. The objectives of physical fitness test are to determine the level of fitness of students, to identify strengths and weaknesses for the development and improvement, to gather data for the development of norms and standards, and to provide baseline data for selection of physical activities for enhancement of health and skill performance. Now, let's talk about health-related fitness tests. The first one is the body composition. What is body mass index? Body mass index, or BMI, is a value derived from the mass or weight and height of a person. It is defined as the body mass divided by the square of a body height and is universally expressed in units of kilograms over meters squared, resulting from mass in kilograms and height in meters. How to compute your BMI? There are 3 steps. 1. Measure your weight in kilograms. 2. Measure your height in meters. 3. Use the formula. BMI is equals to weight in kilograms divided by height in meters squared. Here is your health classification after computing your BMI. Let's have an example. Paul's weight is 65 kilograms and his height is 1.70 meter. Using the formula, we can say that Paul is in normal classification. Another health-related fitness test is flexibility. The first test of flexibility is sit and reach. It is a test of flexibility for the lower extremities, particularly the hamstring. The purpose is to reach forward as far as possible without bending the hamstring. Equipments are exercise mat or any clean mat, tape measure, and meter stick. How to do sit and reach? First, sit on the floor with back flat on the wall and feet approximately 12 inches apart. Second, without bending your back, knees, and elbows, place one hand on top of the other and position the hands on the floor. Third, after the tester has positioned the 0 point of the tape measure, start the test by slowly reaching the farthest point possible without bending the knees. The next test is the zipper test. Zipper test is a test of upper arm and shoulder girdle flexibility intended to parallel the strength and endurance assessment of the region. The purpose is to touch the fingertips together behind the back by reaching over the shoulder and under the elbow. The equipment, a ruler. How to do the zipper test? First, stand erect. Second, to test the right shoulder, raise your right arm, bend your elbow, and reach down across your back, and try to cross your fingers over those of your right hand. Third, reach with the right hand over the right shoulder and down back as if to pull a zipper or scratch between the shoulder blades. Fourth, to test the left shoulder, repeat the steps with the left hand over the left shoulder. Here is the zipper test standards. The next health-related fitness test is the muscular strength and endurance. The first test is 90-degree push-up. It's a calisthenics and total body exercise that primarily targets the chest, and to a lesser degree, also targets the glutes, lower back, shoulders, and triceps. The purpose is to measure the strength and endurance of the upper extremities. The equipment, exercise mat, or any clean mat. The procedure is lie down on the mat in standard push-up position, palms on the mat under the shoulders, fingers pointing forward, and legs straight and slightly apart with the toes supporting the feet. For boys, straighten the arms, keeping the back and knees straight. Lower the arms until there is a 90-degree angle at the elbows. Upper arms are parallel to the floor. For girls, with knees touching the mat, straighten the arms, keeping the back straight. Lower the arms until there is a 90-degree angle at the elbow. Upper arms should be parallel to the floor. The next test is the curl-ups, is also known as a crunch. This test measures abdominal strength and endurance. This test focuses predominantly on the main abdominal muscle, the rectus abdominis, and may not evaluate the core as a whole. The purpose? To measure strength and endurance of abdominal muscles. The equipment? Exercise mats or any clean mat. The procedure? Lie on your back with knees bent and your feet 12 inches from your buttocks. The feet should not be held or rested against an object. The arms must be extended and resting on the thighs. Complete a slow, controlled curl up, sliding fingertips along the floor until they have touched the second tape line. The curl up should be performed at a rate of 1 every 3 seconds or 20 curl ups per minute. Do not stop or rest while at the bottom position. Perform as many curl ups as possible without stopping. The last one is the cardiovascular endurance. The first test under the cardiovascular endurance is the 3-minute step test. It measures your aerobic cardiovascular fitness level based on how quickly your heart rate returns to normal after exercise. The purpose? To measure cardiovascular endurance. The equipment? Step with a height of 12 inches and stopwatch. The procedure? Position in front of the step. Next, at the signal, go, step up and down for 3 minutes at the rate of 24 steps per minute. Here is the performance target for boys. Here is the performance target for girls. Now let's wrap everything up. Physical fitness plays a major role in living a happy, healthy lifestyle. Keeping fit prevents chronic illnesses such as cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes. Being fit also enables you to perform everyday activities with more ease, and it helps you to perform better in your favorite sport. A fitness test, also known as a fitness assessment, is comprised of a series of exercises that help evaluate your overall health and physical status. It is also used to determine the level of fitness of the student, also to identify the strengths and weaknesses for development and improvement. How physical fitness affects your daily life. For our valuing, I want you to supply the lines provided below the pictures presented. How can you relate the lessons you have learned to yourself, to your family, and to the community? Thank you for listening. I hope you have learned something from our lesson today. Always remember to please be careful while doing our activities. See you next session. Goodbye.